Welcome to your roadmap to the latest in auto. Welcome to Highway Herald. Today, we're diving into the mind of a maverick in the automotive world, Akio Toyoda. As the former CEO and current chairman of the globe's leading car manufacturer, Toyota is known for his unconventional views, particularly when it comes to electric vehicles, EVs. He's part of what he calls the silent majority of automakers who question the rush towards EVs. Why the skepticism, you ask? Let's delve into the reasons. Reason number 6, the employment impact of EVs. The automotive industry, a cornerstone of the Japanese economy, churns out approximately 10 million vehicles annually, exporting about half. Akio Toyoda, however, warns of a potential employment crisis with the shift towards electric vehicles. He expresses concern over the Japanese government's pursuit of carbon neutrality, arguing that a drastic transition to EVs could jeopardize the livelihoods of millions in the manufacturing sector. Given Japan's reliance on exports, Toyota asserts that carbon neutrality equates to an employment issue for Japan. To safeguard the jobs and lives of the Japanese people, aligning our future with our past efforts is crucial. Experts forecast that Japan will continue to produce 8 million vehicles annually, including hybrids and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. Toyota cautions that this could mean a loss of over 8 million units of production, potentially putting the majority of the 5.5 million jobs in the automotive industry at risk. He advocates for the continued presence of hybrids in the market, emphasizing that carbon dioxide reduction should be based on practical and sustainable initiatives that consider varying global circumstances. Reason number 5, Toyota's commitment to next-gen internal combustion engines. Toyota has consistently maintained that battery electric vehicles aren't the sole route to carbon neutrality. This stance was reaffirmed at the recent Tokyo Auto Salon, where he announced the development of next-generation internal combustion engines that will significantly contribute to carbon neutrality. Toyota showcased its dedication to the future of combustion engines by unveiling the updated Toyota GR Yaris, equipped with a revamped 3-cylinder engine and the 300-horsepower Lexus LBX Morizo concept. While many automakers are heavily invested in battery electric vehicles, Toyota insists that they aren't the only solution for carbon neutrality. He underscores the importance of refining engine technology. Although details of the new internal combustion engine technology remain under wraps, experts speculate that it could be a collaborative effort with Mazda, another automaker that doesn't view EVs as the only green future. It's anticipated that the new technologies might involve higher compression and leaner burning technologies. Additionally, Toyota has confirmed plans for a hydrogen combustion engine, expected to debut at the World Endurance Championship by 2027. Reason number 4, Toyota's stance against EVs. Akio Toyoda, a true petrolhead at heart, has never hidden his skepticism towards electric vehicles. Toyota, under his leadership, has consistently advocated for a diverse approach to the green agenda, rather than a radical shift towards EVs. This stance was evident when Toyota executives met with congressional leaders last July, lobbying against the Biden administration's plans to invest billions in incentives to accelerate the transition to EVs. Despite this, Toyota has committed to a significant electrification effort, recently announcing plans to build a new factory dedicated to producing batteries for electric and hybrid vehicles. This $1.29 billion investment is expected to create 1,750 new jobs. Given these developments, it's not surprising that many believe Toyota has been undermining EVs for various reasons. One reason could be Toyota's belief in diverse approaches to reducing carbon emissions. Another suspicion is that Toyota may be trying to slow down the EV transition to buy time to catch up with competitors who have focused on EVs and other green technologies. Reason number 3, Toyota advocates for a diverse approach. While Toyota may not be a fan of electric cars, he is a businessman. Toyota, a company that produces over 10 million cars annually, expects to sell up to 1.5 million EVs each year in the near future. However, unlike companies like Ford and GM, who have chosen to focus solely on EVs, Toyota is committed to a diverse approach, producing a variety of vehicles of different shapes and sizes. This means that Toyota will continue to develop other technologies alongside battery electric cars, exploring the potential of hydrogen fuel cell vehicles and vehicles powered by hydrogen-burning internal combustion engines. For now, the focus remains on hybrids and plug-in hybrids. In essence, Toyota is approaching electrification with more caution than some of its rivals. We've all seen the ambitious plans announced by Ford and GM officials, which turned out to be overly optimistic. These companies are now facing a reality check, having to postpone billions of dollars in EV investments. GM has already announced delays in its new electric pickups and its new electric drive unit, while Ford has postponed $12 billion of EV investments. Meanwhile, with its diverse approach, Toyota is preparing for any scenario. Reason number 2, the lithium limitation. Toyota's hesitation towards electric cars stems from a fundamental issue: the requirement of rare earth metals, particularly lithium. This element, crucial for battery production, is not as abundant as we'd like. As EV production ramps up, we're heading towards a future where lithium might just run out. But the scarcity of lithium isn't the only concern. The mining process wreaks havoc on our environment, raising questions about the green in green vehicles. To add to the complexity, the majority of lithium production is controlled by China, putting Western automakers at a disadvantage in terms of resources and production costs. But let's put geopolitics aside for a moment and focus on the practical implications of lithium-ion batteries. Gil Pratt, Toyota's chief scientist, and his team propose a different approach to using lithium. They suggest that it's more efficient to spread a limited supply of lithium across as many vehicles as possible. Let's consider a fleet of 100 vehicles, each emitting an average of 250 grams of carbon dioxide per kilometer. With a limited amount of lithium allowing for just 100 kilowatt-hour to be produced, it's more beneficial to create 90 hybrid cars rather than one 100 kilowatt-hour battery. The reasoning? It's better to have 90 hybrids against 10 gas-only cars than just one fully electric car against 99 gas-powered vehicles. This approach would significantly reduce overall gas emissions. According to Pratt's calculations, emissions would drop to 205 grams with the hybrid approach, while with only one EV, the initial 250 grams per kilometer would decrease by a mere 1.5 grams. Reason number 1, the power of consumer choice. Customers, not regulations or politics, should dictate the future of the auto industry. This sentiment, expressed by Akio Toyoda in a recent Toyota Times interview, reflects the current industry landscape. Governments are pushing hard for EVs, but consumers aren't ready for full electrification. Toyota even questions whether EVs will ever claim 30% of the global market share, believing that internal combustion vehicles, both gas-only and hybrids, will continue to rule the roost. The reasons are manifold. The current slowdown in the EV market growth seems to validate Toyota's stance. From the perspective of an average driver, EVs present several challenges. They're more expensive, less convenient, and less reliable than ICE cars. Add to that the scarcity of charging stations, higher insurance premiums, and a high depreciation rate that has left the used EV market virtually non-existent. The challenges are even more significant in developing countries. In many parts of the world, the electrical grid is so inadequate that it cannot support electrification, and the majority of the world's population simply cannot afford EVs. Toyota posed a thought-provoking question. How can EVs be the future when 1 billion people on Earth have no electricity? It's a question that remains unanswered. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of automobiles. Don't forget to subscribe to Highway Herald to stay updated on the latest vehicle updates and upcoming videos. See you next time.